flowers.
Each rose better for every bullet that you ever told me. Every mistake that you ever told me.
Bigger than that. Man, shut yeah, come on, party over. What you mean why I'm mad? Get this out, man. Over. Party over, man. Nut ass, man. Come on, man. Party over, man. Shut this nut ass. Man, come on, man. What you talking about? Let's go. What's wrong with you, man? Come here. Yo, stop. Yo, you think this the game, man? I'm not playing with her, man. Dumbass woman. What's wrong with you feeding somebody fruit? And then you tell me, the young boy, oh, don't tell nobody about what we did today. Man, all the man.
Are you serious?
You a nut, man. You're not an example. You a nut.
What's wrong?
Nut ass broad. That's what you are.
Are you kidding
Man,
me?
you disrespect me. I told you, treat me like a kid.
Balistic scarcely recognized Joseline when she finally entered, and the armored assurance she had worn appeared to have disappeared, to have been replaced by something softer and more vulnerable, as though she were a woman. Balistic, not sure which universe she should accept, slowly stood up, his body tense with confusion and contempt, his voice taut with anger. He mumbled, unable to look at her. Why Joseline? While keeping his eyes on the floor, after everything that had happened to us, Joseline took a big breath. With her eyes blurred by apprehension, she approached him cautiously. You might not believe how hostile she was. It was an odd, pleasant beginning to her voice. Over the course of our conversation, Stevie has been of unimaginable assistance to me. He and I have a deep bond, and I have always liked him. He has a daughter, my daughter. Balistics. He cautiously tightened his jaw. Joseline, you promised to marry me and said you were done with that phase of your life. She gazed down as though she were torn between regret and a vague longing for something or other. We have a deeper bond than just Steve and myself. You have no idea. And I promise you I never meant to hurt you. My family and my daughter are impacted. Balistic let out a harsh sigh as his frustration grew till he could find it no longer. Even if he is the father of your child, Joseline, you believe that I don't understand family. However, it doesn't mean you have to undo everything we've worked so hard to accomplish. We were moving forward, and you assured me that you were prepared for a genuine future with me. Balistic could see the battle going on inside them as their quiet grew heavy and suffocating. Her eyes were watering, but Joseline had no words to reverse the prior action, so she remained silent. Because of the conflict between the man she was attempting to start a new life with and the man she had previously loved, she found it hard to trust him. After a while, Balistic said, "The words tasted bitter in my mouth, but they were the truth," scarcely raising his voice beyond a whisper. With his heart torn out, he stood there attempting to piece together a love that had taken unanticipated turns. "Just don't, Joseline," Balistic whispered as she began to reach for him. "You need to discover what you want and who you really are. I can't just pretend that I'm fine with this since I don't know the woman in front of me right now. Time and space are what I need to work this out." As Joseline attempted to speak, Balistic's remarks caused her face to collapse. The finality of his actions set in, and he could no longer look at her. He could no longer witness the woman who had once been his world disappearing with every decision she made. He halted short on his approach to the door, looking at Joseline one last time before he said goodbye to her with a heavy heart. Nothing Stevie had ever said or done had affected her more than the knowledge that she had lost something material, something that could never be replaced. "It's not mine, but I hope you find what you're searching for." Joseline was then beaten by Balistic, leaving her standing in the living room with her heart in ruins. After she had reached for the past, the future she had once imagined suddenly seemed farther away than ever. In the days that followed, Balistic kept his distance as he attempted to digest the waves of emotions that overcame him, even though he knew deep down that he couldn't go back to what had been because Joseline had chosen her past and lost her F due to all the broken promises and broken trust.
Each rose better for every bullet that you ever told me. Every dream that you ever told me. And you call me here.
Bigger than that.
Man, shut Yeah, come on, party over. What you mean why I'm mad? Get inside, man. Over. Party over, man. Nut ass, man. Come on, man. Party over, man. Shut this nut ass. Man, come on, man. What you talking about? Let's go. What's wrong with you, man? Come here. Yo, stop. Yo, you think this the game, man? I'm not playing with her, man. Dumbass. What's wrong with you feeding somebody food? And then you tell me, it's a young boy, oh, don't tell nobody about what we did today, man. Oh, man.
Are you serious?
You a nut, man. You not an example. You a nut.
What's
You
wrong?
a nut ass broad. That's what was.
Are you kidding
Man,
me?
you disrespect me. I told you, treat me like a kid. You don't disrespect.
But nothing could have forewarned him of the terrible shock that struck him. He had always been the type of person who controlled his emotions and avoided drama, particularly in the reality TV business, where things occasionally seem to go out of control. The rumor swiftly spread after it struck directly in the chest one night. The social media landscape is rapidly expanding because it was more than rumors or gossip. His fiancée Joseline Hernandez's announcement that she had resumed her romance with her ex-boyfriend Stevie J seemed to resonate more deeply. It felt like a horrible turn of events, a sick comedy at his expense. In a brief statement, Joseline revealed to the public that she had shared an Instagram photo of herself and Stevie together, implying that their relationship had been rekindled. That one message destroyed their world together. The treachery that penetrated his carefully constructed facade stung him more than he had anticipated. After pledging to improve and break the cruel patterns of her past, the woman he loved had gone back to the person who had caused her the most pain. The news weighed heavily on Stevie J, who had broken her heart and been a constant in her life through tragedy or love. As he sat on the couch in their shared apartment, he looked at. His phone screen was inundated with comments on Joseline's post, indicating that some of his fans were thrilled about the reunion. He read through the comments once more, each one digging a little deeper with each remark from their followers, adding to the growing storm in his chest. Even if he and others were shocked at how she could have let herself fall back into the arms of a man like Stevie J, he knew it was a text when he heard his phone ring. Balistic was unable to observe others discussing love and second chances. This was not a second opportunity, but a brutal, unpredictable, and uncontrollable reenactment of the past. His thoughts raced through all the emotions he had gone through over the past few months, the highs, the lows, the periods of uncertainty, but nothing could have prepared him for the truth that was about to hit him hard. As he waited, the minutes seemed to drag on forever. The realization of the seriousness of the situation caused a lump to grow in his throat. She was trying to persuade him of what was happening, but he wasn't yet prepared for it.
Each roast better for every boy that you ever taught me. Every trick that you ever taught me. And you call me here.
King of the devil. Man, shut. Yeah, come on, party over. What you mean why I'm mad? Get inside, man. Get over. Party over, man. Nut ass, man. Come on, man. Party over, man. Shut this nut ass. Man, come on, man. What you talking about? Let's go. What's wrong with you, man? Come here. Yo, stop. Yo, you think this the game, man? I'm not playing with her, man. Dumbass. What's wrong with you feeding somebody food? And then you tell me, it's a young boy, oh, don't tell nobody about what we did today, man. Oh, man.
Are you serious?
You a nut, man. You're not an example. You a nut.
What's
You
wrong?
a nut ass broad. That's what was.
Are you kidding
Man,
me?
you disrespect me. I told you, treat me like a kid.